What's up everyone, it's Adam from Life of Adam, and today I have a brand new lifeguarding video for you guys. Now if you guys are new to the channel, I'll make you a bunch of lifeguarding content about how to pass the lifeguarding course, how to be a successful lifeguard, basically everything you guys need to know about lifeguarding. So definitely consider subscribing and liking the video if you're new to the channel and you want to see more content like this. So today I'm going to give you guys some tips about how to prepare for your first ever lifeguarding job. You just got certified and you're excited to get working, but you're a little bit anxious, a little bit nervous. You don't really know what it's like to be up in a lifeguard chair, be up in a lifeguard tower and scanning the pool or scanning the lake or wherever you're working. So right away, a really common mindset that people have, and I even experienced this when I was a kid, was you're sitting up there your first time lifeguarding and you're looking at people swim and you're like, please don't drown, please don't drown. Like you're like crossing your fingers and you're a little bit anxious because you're like scanning the pool vigorously. You just don't want anything to happen on your first ever shift. And I 100% get that. It's a little bit nerve-wracking to start because you don't know what it's like. You don't really know what to expect. You just received all this training about how to save people when stuff goes wrong. So your mind is like thinking like, okay, is something gonna happen? You're like on your toes, which it's good to be on your toes. You don't wanna be overly relaxed and like not scanning the pool and being a lazy lifeguard. That's not what I'm telling you guys to do whatsoever. What I'm saying is just take a deep breath, get a good like routine going about how you scan the pool. Make sure you scan the volume. Just get a good system and a routine for like how to look at the pool, if there's glare, be able to move around, and you'll get a feel for the place that you work over time. Once you get some hours in, some reps, some shifts in of working as a lifeguard, then you'll start to be more comfortable on the chair and scanning. But it's always good to be on your toes and to expect the worst, but like don't take that to heart and like be super anxious when you're lifeguarding. Just be very relaxed, be very professional, and over time you're like naturally molded into the mindset, which is pretty good. So what you want to bring with you, obviously your lifeguarding suit. It needs to be red or it needs to say guard on it. It can't just be like some SpongeBob swim trunks. You actually have to wear guard shorts, which I know some people actually didn't wear guard shorts and it was a little confusing because I was like, people aren't gonna know who you are when you're walking around the pool if you're wearing like tie-dye shorts. So yeah, just wear something that says guard on it. You don't have to wear a hat, but I recommend it if it's really hot and you're outside in the sun. Sunglasses are essential. Sunscreen is essential, especially if you're a person who's really sensitive to the sun. Obviously, there's some people who are so sensitive to the sun that they can't work outdoors or be lifeguards, but hopefully for you guys, you put some sunscreen on, you guys will be okay. And for me personally, I don't have to put that much sunscreen on. I'm pretty good with the sun, but you still gotta bring it because if you're burning and you're stuck on the chair, it's a nightmare. So bring some water with you. If you have like a big container of water, that's really good. Bring a couple bottles of water, bring at least 2 because you're gonna be thirsty. For me, I don't like filling my water up in a public water fountain because it's a bunch of germs. So I like to bring a couple of bottled waters from home that are my own and I know where they came from, but that's just a little rand's personal preference. You also wanna bring a snack with you halfway in because if you're working a long shift and let's say you're not really sure about your breaks, you definitely want something to eat. You can eat on the chair, you just can't eat like a giant steak dinner. You can have like a granola bar, you can have a banana, you can have an apple. Just bring a little something just to keep your stomach occupied because if you're hungry and you're dehydrated and you're in the sun all day, your body's just gonna have less and less energy and you're gonna come home and you're gonna feel so exhausted. So before you get to your first lifeguarding job, definitely review the schedule. You wanna know exactly what time you're in, exactly what time you're out, if you have any breaks. You don't wanna be sitting up there looking around, looking at the clock and being like, oh, when does my shift end? Or isn't someone supposed to cover for me right now? So you wanna make sure you're on top of things. It doesn't matter if you're a first day lifeguard, if you're on top of your schedule and you realize that some other lifeguard is like not obeying the schedule, then you have the information needed to say, hey, like I'm supposed to be off right now, you're supposed to be covering. And it's good because you don't want to be taken advantage of. Last piece of advice is to look professional and play the part. You gotta remember where you are. People look at you as like a role model and like the head of the facility and like you're in charge. So you don't want to be swearing and like joking around with people and looking like you don't take this job seriously. You don't want to look overly serious where like you don't have a personality and you're not yourself, but find that middle ground of like being professional, also being yourself, being charismatic, and just being like a good, helpful person because you're there to help people, you help to guide people and make sure that their swimming experience is safe and also a good time for everyone. So I hope you guys enjoyed this quick little video. Definitely like and subscribe if you're new to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next lifeguarding video. Thanks so much for watching. Peace out.